Alrighty, good morning YouTube. Back at it again. So today we're live trading this practice account. I blew my funded combine, getting adjusted to these Trump markets. But and I didn't do that on live stream. I've been taking trades like outside of my regular times, just trying to get a feel for the markets and tighten up a little bit, so that way we don't blow the next combine and we get payouts and payouts and payouts and money. And we came here to make money. We didn't come here to not make money. All jokes aside, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And hopefully you guys are all making dollars. And yeah, this is looking great on the 5 minute. I don't know if I want to take this setup. We've got a gap cleared. Man, let me look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute's been having setups. Yeah, we're up on the 1 minute, so I don't want to play no games with it. Like just now, that was a buy opportunity. A pretty big downside or upside. We'll see if that order does fill. I mean, already markets presenting opportunities, guys. If I was gonna take this position, it would look something like right, and go for that 1-to-1. Can it happen? Will it happen? We will just have to see. I'm looking at the ES, the S&Ps, on the 1 minute time frame, and there's a gap above, on the 5 minute. We just came from it. We seen. Maybe I'll do it like this, where I'll make this a 5 minute chart up here. Right, so we see this gap. Oh shit! Right here in the market. We could be failing, right? And that could cause this 1 minute setup to play out. Right? We are gonna see. It's already looking like a really clean trade. If this doesn't hit TP, I'll be surprised. But at the same time, at this point, you could be just taking profit. I mean, you've already made a substantial move in just the last 2 minutes, and then boom. I mean, or you could just wait it out. Only the strongest survive. I don't know. I feel like, to be honest, I've been trading a lot better. All things considered. But yeah, I think I needed this disruption in my trading just because it's allowed me to not get so ahead of myself. As far as, one could argue I might have gotten ahead of myself, or one could argue even that I'm still needing to take things slow. And to be honest, I am going to be doing that, but just for the sake of making the argument, I think it's not that I can't take a good trade, but just the way I was viewing the markets was very, everything had to be so uniform, and I wasn't as adaptable. But I think I'm getting better with that, just being more adaptable. Even just now, I was looking at the 5 minute. I started on the 5 minute, and I went to the 1 minute, just because the 5 minute already looked like the market is going against it here, and I didn't want to get caught up in thinking, well, we have this downtrend, and this is probably where we're getting the bounce from. We'll probably see a rejection, you know what I'm saying, or something here. I mean, honestly, the 5 minute, there's been no break to the candles, so no real entry signals, but still. And I mean, this possibly could be a potential entry opportunity here. Looks as if the 1 minute might, if this downward push continues, we could break out of this 1 minute little trend, which you could also see on the 5 minute, even like that kind of corrective trend or that counter trend that's forming right now. Right, we broke structure to the upside. We're still under the 200 EMA. Essentially, the overarching trend still looks bearish, right? This kind of flag pattern to the downside here, and if we even go higher, you feel me? So definitely, price is looking a little better now, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, on the 5 minute at least. We've cleared the gap. We tapped into demand. We're rejecting the 200 EMA, and this may be a trade opportunity here. We might scale in on the 1 minute just because. I'm not sure yet. This depends on how it looks. Yeah, that is a nice breakout. Alright, we might just take this one just for the sake of the stream. Might hop in a contract just to see if we can't get it to play out. Doesn't look like there's any news coming out. But there's a lot of speculation on the trade wars, the tariffs, and just trade negotiation in general in the U.S. economy, and it's in partnership with all of its other, or whoever it's doing trade with, right? Do we get a break? Do we get a break? There's a little gap in the market on the 1 minute. It would be nice if we can get that to fill and then get an entry confirmation. I would call that filled. I would call it filled. Let's see what happens though. Do we get that? Let me remove this, guys. It's probably in your way. Okay, we got the 1 minute confirmation. Do we get the 5 minute? Alright, it's looking like so. I better get in. Okay. Now on the 5 minute, this is how this is looking. Right? Hey, let me adjust. I have to be able to adjust. Something like that, right? A little lower here. Let's turn the magnet on. That always helps. Boom. Boom. And then we can set this for a 1-to-1, which would be 149 points, guys. So definitely watch your risk on trades like this, right? And I mean, we'll see if we're above the 200 EMA on the 1 minute, y'all. So that's where it's like, this is pretty risky. It's a lot of points too. It's a big stop loss on this one, y'all. Okay, boom. Alright, and then we can set TP right around there. It doesn't look bad though. We have this gap down here on the 5 minute, it looks like, right around our TP area where we're targeting. And if we can see here, I'll even throw another contract in just because to bring that entry up some to average out my entries. And to be honest, on my actual account, we're not trading. Yeah, I'll probably be on the micros or the micros. Not yet, the micros. But yeah, so we have moves happening here. We can see on the 5 minute. We also got this 1 minute setup right here. And this one's a lot safer play, 44 points. I mean, and to be fair, there was a break of the candle to the downside. However, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if even the 1 minute plays out. The 1 minute could play out. Maybe we can get the 5 minute to play out. Maybe we have some type of corrective trend going on here, because the 1 minute, and you could even see this on the 5 minute, have been pushing up. You know, price has been pushing up for a while now. So we could be in a little bit of corrective phase after filling that gap on the 5 minute. After breaking out of this trend on the 1 minute. But we'll just wait and see. We're really close to the market open, y'all. And yeah, you just want to be cautious. If this trade gets pushing for real, we might just go ahead and close it. We have a little bit of confluence here on the 1 minute, and with the 1 minute and the 5 minute, both sell positions are still valid. Took some trades on ES around 10 o'clock and 11:30 last night. 2 separate trades, so that's where, if you're watching and you see the 37.19 at the top left, that's profit we already realized. And then you have the top right, which is going to be your unrealized profit and loss. Yeah, I'm seeing a pretty clear breakout now of this 1 minute. Is it going to take us to TP? We are waiting to see. Looks like that 1 minute position is getting invalidated. Looks like it. Looks like 1 minute traders are getting stopped. It looks like it. Technically, it has not. Another reason I've been just dropping to the 1 minute is these ranges have been so big. And I'm trying to start paying more attention to how big the daily range is, or I might just even need to pull up the average true range. Because, like, if you watch my last stream, you know, I got stopped out just because I didn't even get stopped out. The trade did eventually fail, and that's okay too. It was a bad trade. You know, it was a losing trade, and I would have lost a lot more had I actually been able to hit stop loss. But also my the range was just so big. I got stopped out, not even noticing. So 1 minute traders would have been stopped out. This trade has officially been invalidated. Now we have to ask ourselves, you know, is this the first sign of, you know, bulls stepping back into the market and this kind of upward momentum continuing, right? Even if we look on the 5 minute here, right, remember we were pulling back, we were filling the gap for sure, but at this point we've had a break, you know, we just had a break of the candle on the 5 minute, and this could be like the first sign of this potentially failing. We could still be pulling upwards, right? After that pullback, we could still be pushing upwards. We could still be in this corrective trend. At least looking at the 5 minute, it does look a little cleaner. We're under 13. We're above the 13 EMA on the 5 minute. Also, even on the 1 minute now, we've come back above that 13 EMA. I'm probably just gonna close this one. maybe if the 1 minute could survive this demand, but at that point then I'm just holding out for stop loss, because if demand fails, then that's obviously where my stop loss is placed. So the main thing, our stop loss is in a valid place, right? We took this based off of the 5 minute. We could see the 5 minute gap has been filled. We see the rejection, the wick rejection. Even before we got there, we seen the rejections coming from the top. And now we just got another break here on the 1 minute. I think I want to go ahead and throw another position on that note. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm going to be right on the day. Man, I think that's a stop out already on the 1 minute. That's a stop out already on the 1 minute. So already that third entry I just took was invalidated just that fast. So if you took that entry with me, and depending on where you set your stop loss, you could already be out of the market. Now, it is a cheap entry, so I don't know, maybe it was a good place to had just widen our stops a little bit again, because especially with the 5 minute set up. Now that the 5 minute is just closed, we could maybe see some push back down to fill this small gap that's been created. Now, unless we actually get to break the lows of that previous candle, it's still not really too much looking good right now. This price action is moving against us. We do have that doji now on the 1 minute. And if we can get an engulfing to the downside, that might look help things look good for us, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to see if it was a genuine, if we're genuinely gonna go down after breaking out of this slight momentum, or if we're gonna continue building this flag up. Now, if we keep seeing like 1 minute setups fail, then I don't know how confident I feel in being in this sell. Now we have to ask ourselves, do we want to just close around this break-even level? Price is, giving us the opportunity here. We could even close now for a profit, guys. Um, we have to ask ourselves, do we feel confident in this? I do see a little bit of divergence on the 1 minute again, which is just its confluence to the 5 minute. So I think I still want to stay in this. We are rejecting that 1 minute supply like I was hoping. And the question now becomes, can we see price push down to break some lows here? Can we get a counter trend going? Or are we going to break highs here? Hui. Things are starting to look better. We are under the 13 EMA on the 1 minute. However, I want to say we did just fill a gap on the 1 minute as well, and that is but like it's a gap on that was below us. And so we could shoot up to start filling higher gaps or testing higher structure rather and resistances. So we want to see a lot of follow through in this counter trend right here on the 1 minute. But honestly, it's not looking like, because we're holding we got a support right here, right at our entry level. So, I mean, price is pushing. It's kind of pushing back around again that entry level. And because we did take a couple extra positions, we brought our initial entry down some. So already we're in good standing now. Do we want to let this keep going? We're already in the green. The trade is taking a while. We're seeing wick rejection come off of the bottom already with that 1 minute candle. We got another kind of entry signal on the 5 minute. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, it's tough, guys. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. I see the divergence on the 1 minute. It's tough. It's tough, and it looks really good on the 5 minute as far as just tapping into that demand zone and then having a gap below to fill as well gives us a good place to target. And it's not even like I'm saying it'll go all the way down there and then keep pushing past and continue this downtrend. But even if we were range bound coming from these highs that we see, then this, could take us back to those lows, right? So that's what I'm seeing. But I don't know. That 1 minute candle is aggressive, y'all. That's aggressive. We are aggressively, looks like, rejecting those lows. We just had, what is this? Forgive me, I'm not like all the way thorough with my candlesticks and like what each one is called. I know we got the doji, but I do know this, like when you see wicks or when you see like the tweezer bottoms or tweezer tops, that's a sign of rejection. And if we close like that, I might just close this position. Oh, come on, let me close her. Yeah, I'm not gonna play with it no more. We are currently in no trades. Yeah, and price very well could still come down, right? We did just fill a little 1 minute gap but it's taking too long for me, guys. And the more I sit there and look at the risk, I don't want to take it. Just because we're already up on the day, and I am not going to be trading the minis anyway when I get to the actual combine. I want to start small, especially in these markets. I just want to be able to perform and make decisions, and when the number is so high that it's like hindering my decision making, then, or even just kind of like I'm hearing myself tell myself, like that's more risk than you're comfortable with, I just want to go ahead and, if anything, I can say I was lucky, right? There was opportunities to even take like $1,000 profit today, and I can say I'm lucky that I got to get out of my position at break even. Considering how much it was down even at some points, right? It still looks really good, don't get me wrong. The trade still looks really good. But I just don't know. We have that gap down below on the 5 minute to fill. And look at those wick rejections off of that 1 minute 13 EMA. Ooh-wee. It's alright, we're tapping into a 1 minute demand, right? A lot of times it's not just a gap that needs to be filled, but some type of supply or demand that needs to be met, which is why I like when I see supply and demand on the other side of a gap, or that's what kind of gives me the patience to wait sometimes. Even like previously, we had those two candles pull really, we kind of broke that 1 minute structure, tapped into the gap, but did we even hit the supply zone with that move? I mean, we did with the second one, but we still haven't even broke the lows, so there's still no real entry signal off of that supply zone. So we're still waiting for a break of the lows here. On the 1 minute. Now if we get it, I might re-enter. I might re-enter with adjusted stops, and because on the 1 minute it would look like, assuming we don't break any highs real quick before I even get to put it up. Well, and if that happens, then forget what I'm talking about. We haven't. Okay. And it'll be a 76 point trade. Well, we're nothing right now. Alright, nothing. Look at that, just aggressive push right there. Excuse me. Now we just took out those highs, and I bet you the next highs are right where our stop loss would have been. So I'm definitely glad to be out of this trade, because it was playing around. It didn't want to push past entry, and when you get signs, that the trade is going against you. I could have closed that way sooner even. I mean, it's still around break even, but I remember, was it around, I want to say it was around here when we weren't able to make this 1 minute. When we got that 1 minute stop out, I kind of was thinking, this opportunity to close, but kind of good thing I didn't, because we got more entry opportunities when we seen price reject this supply right here. When they rejected this supply zone right here, started pushing down, it did give us an opportunity to dollar cost average into the position, and that's really why we were able to close at break even. Had I closed it initially when that first 1 minute position was stopped out, I would have been taking a slight loss. So yeah. And now we're having equal highs here on the 5 minute, and the market just opened, huh? Yep, it's been 3 minutes since the market opened. How did I not even realize? Yep, the market's open though now, guys. Technically, this 5 minute position is. Oh no, never mind. We did push above it a little bit. I thought we had equal highs. In the last candle, we did have equal highs. I wouldn't take this liquidity grab. I mean, I don't know. It could be the one. There's no real gaps on the 1 minute though, but there's still gaps on the 5 that price could target. Oh no, that 1 minute is looking nasty. Coming off the 520 levels, yeah, I definitely don't know if I would sell it yet. I mean, just off of the one rejection from the 520s, I might take a sell here. That would be, and then put my stop right there and then target the lows of that move. That wouldn't be too crazy. Just a cheap trade. And then look, we get price to flood back down there, and you could already been out for profit. Boom, you had another opportunity. It's 8:30. I gotta work at 10, so I'm probably not gonna be on this too long. I'm probably not past 8:45, just to give myself some time to chill out, get ready for the day, eat something. If I gotta go to work today for what? 7 hours. Nothing too crazy. Again, had you took when price got back to the 520s, if you'd have got in, this is what I'm saying, to get out for profit at this point. Oh, well, now there's even another entry signal too. We didn't just broke the candle on the 1 minute. It's not looking like a bad liquidity grab, guys. Am I gonna take it? It's counter trend. It doesn't look bad though. But there will be more opportunities. If it does end up playing out, it's okay. We can get rid of this, right? My bad. That's confusing you all. Definitely not what I'm looking at. If anything, I'm looking at this. This is what I currently see. Why is it not catching? Okay. Maybe it was 1-to-1. 80-point move. 80 points right here. That's what I'm seeing, guys. Fine. Just now, we did just get a break at the candle to the upside. You might want to close this. If you took that trade, it's already got, those signs. Boom. Yep. That's why I'm not taking it right now. Like I said, there'll be more opportunities, and if market wants to go down, we're gonna see the trend genuinely shift here. And on the 5-minute, I'm just not confident. Looking at the structure of it all, it still looks very much like we're having that upward momentum, and essentially price is trending upwards on the 5-minute. Still, right? I mean, we got break structure to the upside. And now we're right above the 200 EMA, so it was definitely one of those battlegrounds here at the open-end value or opening level, opening range. There's like 5 minutes left in the day. Do we want to take a buy? Do we want to take buys? Probably not. Probably just gonna call it a day. Excuse me. Doesn't look like anything's gonna happen here in the next few minutes, guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hop off the stream. Good luck for trading still for the rest of the day. And as always, just trying to be insightful here. So peace.